Former U.S. President Donald Trump is making waves online after the political figure called for the termination of the Constitution over Tesla CEO Elon Musk's Twitter files leak. But that's not all. Elon Musk also lashed out at Trump over the wild U.S. Constitution call. Find out more about this in today's video, so keep watching if you don't want to miss out. Just in response to Elon Musk's Twitter files leak, Trump demands that the Constitution be terminated. Following the Twitter files leak of a series of messages between the leaders of the social media platform in the lead-up to the 2020 presidential election, former President Donald Trump called on Saturday for the termination of sections of the Constitution. Trump said that the information in the leak called for a simple coup in which he would be installed as president or a total rerun of the election. Trump declared on Truth Social, the website he founded after being banned from Twitter in early 2021, that a massive fraud of this type and magnitude allows for the termination of all rules, regulations, and articles, even those found in the Constitution. But that wasn't the end of it, since he added another post and wrote, "Unprecedented fraud requires unprecedented cure." Author Matt Taibbi claimed that his tale presented shocking facts regarding free speech on Twitter in a series of tweets he labeled the Twitter files that he posted on Friday night. Although the story has been criticized as being overhyped and inaccurate, some conservatives contend that Taibbi's tweets demonstrate that Twitter unlawfully influenced the outcome of the most recent presidential election. The allegedly leaked conversations discuss decisions regarding content moderation, specifically how Twitter will handle the New York Post report regarding the obscene materials found on a laptop thought to belong to Hunter Biden. The laptop's contents included emails about his position as an advisor to the Ukrainian oil business Burisma, as well as graphic images of Joe Biden's son and his romantic partners. Given the possibility of foreign disinformation in the weeks running up to a significant election at the time, many intelligence professionals believe that the story's provenance was highly dubious. The laptop story, quote, has all the classic earmarks of a Russian information operation, according to a group of more than 50 former intelligence officials who signed an open letter. Tech companies that were criticized for allowing disinformation to spread freely on major social platforms during the 2016 presidential campaign were not eager to make the same mistakes. Since then, news organizations not controlled by right-wing billionaire Rupert Murdoch have verified at least part of the data from the laptop. However, amid all the ambiguity of late 2020, Twitter took relatively drastic measures to address the laptop story. The platform blocked it. Then White House Press Secretary Kayleigh McEnany's account was restricted when she shared a link to the New York Post article, and she had to erase it. This brings up the Twitter files leak once more. The billionaire Elon Musk, who recently assumed control of Twitter, has teased and hyped the thread in the hours prior to using the popcorn emoji and commenting, "This will be awesome." In what he promised would be the first of several chapters to the Twitter files, Taibbi posted screenshots of conversations that high-level Twitter executives allegedly held. Taibbi said he had been granted access to thousands of internal papers obtained by sources at Twitter. The company's executives ultimately decided that the New York Post report broke its policies on using hacked materials. However, they later changed their minds. According to one email, Twitter executives spoke with Representative Ro Khanna, who said that censoring the Post piece had infuriated members on both sides of the political divide and was against First Amendment values. At another point in Taibbi's conversation, where he posted what appeared to be a request from someone on Joe Biden's team, several conservatives reacted with special indignation. Biden was still only a contender for president at the time, and someone had requested that Twitter take down several messages. While some perceive this to be collusion, the tweets in question actually featured images of the president's son that were stolen from his laptop. One thing that seems to be made very evident by the Twitter files incident as a whole is the challenging necessity of content control on significant online platforms. And in more recent news, eccentric billionaire Elon Musk attacked former President Donald Trump after making what might have been his boldest claim yet. After calling for the termination of the U.S. Constitution, Donald Trump's 2024 presidential campaign took a wild turn. Elon Musk, however, completely demolished his campaign with a single tweet. The 76-year-old's controversial remarks centered on his persistent, false assertions that the 2020 election, in which he lost to Joe Biden by more than 7 million votes after only one term, was stolen. The Constitution is greater than any president. End of story, Musk wrote as a clapback to Donald Trump's call for the change of the Constitution. The four words "greater than any president" caught the attention of Musk's followers, who praised him for standing up to the past president. Notable young Republican Ethan Harcel said, "The Constitution is the greatest document ever created." The White House swiftly condemned Trump's startling remarks, with spokesman Andrew Bates also referring to the U.S. Constitution as a sacrosanct text. Attacking the Constitution and all it stands for is anathema to the soul of our nation and should be universally condemned, Bates explained, and added, "You cannot only love America when you win." Of course, Donald Trump was never one to back down with the backlashes and fire back. Even though it was a direct quote from his own platform, Trump bizarrely insisted that he didn't didn't actually call for the termination of the Constitution as backlash increased. He then turned to Truth Social to issue another sensational backflip. The fake news is actually trying to convince the American people that I said I wanted to terminate the Constitution. This is simply more disinformation and lies, just like Russia, and all of their other hoaxes and scams, Trump explained. But wait, there's more where that came from. What I said was that there was a massive and widespread fraud and deception, as has been irrefutably proven in the 2020 presidential election. Steps must be immediately taken to right the wrong, the former U.S. president added. Only fools would disagree with that and accept stolen elections, MAGA. Unsurprisingly, Trump's detractors quickly used the backflip as fodder for online jokes about him. Republicans have been outraged by Trump's comments on the Constitution. Illinois Republican Congressman Adam Kinzinger has called them crazy and argued that given how much conservatives value the Constitution, they cannot continue to support Trump. Kinzinger had something to say about Trump's recent tweet saying how not a single conservative can legitimately support him, that not a single supporter can be called a conservative, and that the former U.S. president hates the Constitution. It's not surprising that Kinzinger's tweet received a flood of support. Renowned U.S. Attorney Sherilyn Ifill responded, saying that if they lose democracy in the short term, it will be due to what Kinzinger explained rather than Trump, because the leaders of one of their two major political parties are power-obsessed and so terrified of the rabid base of their own constituents that they are unable to commit themselves to draw the line. So what other controversies has Donald Trump been caught in lately? Trump's most recent statements follow his official declaration on November 15th that he would like to run for president in 2024. But in recent weeks, Trump has generated even more controversy than usual. First, following Elon Musk's announcement that he would be welcomed back on Twitter after having his account previously deactivated in the wake of the January 6th uprising, and then following his hosting of a dinner with rapper Kanye West and Holocaust denier and white nationalist Nick Fuentes last month. In a video that was shown at a Patriot Freedom Project fundraiser, he claimed that, in his opinion, people have been treated very unfairly and in violation of the Constitution, and that they're going to find out why. If he were elected again, Trump allegedly promised to investigate awarding pardons and a formal apology to anyone impacted. Plus, there's the issue of Donald Trump's hidden debt while he's in office. It would be simple to assume that all information on Donald Trump's company's overseas involvements has already been made public given the amount of attention it's received throughout his tenure in office. Not at all. Unexpected information about Donald Trump's foreign creditors that he failed to disclose both while running for president in 2016 and once in office in 2017 is buried in a mountain of recently released financial documents. The debt is related to a deal Trump made to split some of his licensing fees with Daewoo, a South Korean conglomerate that collaborated with Trump on a project near the United Nations headquarters in New York City, according to documents compiled by the Trump Organization and obtained by the New York Attorney General. As much as we'd like to discuss more, we're already out of time, so that'll be all for today's video about the latest on Donald Trump and Elon Musk's online wars. So what do you think about the current issue between these two prominent figures? Let us know in the comment section below. Thanks for watching today's video, and before you go, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to our channel with the notification bell on for more videos like these. See you next time.